all of them did tremendous jobs. Thought Austin Thomas, our general manager, did a tremendous job of organizing the whole day. Talking to a lot of the NFL guys, it's been the best pro day of all season. So we're happy about that. Anytime we can have the NFL on our campus, that's a big day for LSU. As you guys may know, a couple of guys that really stood out, thought all of them did well, worked out well. But for Jamal Adams to run a 4.33 was a fantastic day for him. Leonard weighing in at 228. I know a lot of the guys are excited about that. He looked great in his workouts. We're getting a lot of positive feedback. A lot of guys love Leonard. Malachi Dupree did an excellent job today in his workouts. Devon Gottschall looked big and strong out there, did a great job in his workouts. Lewis Neal's the first time they've seen him, first time he's worked out, did a tremendous job along with Deshaun Bauer. Duke Riley continues to impress guys, continues to do well. Tre'Davious White did some certain drills and certain teams, which is good. Someone wanted to see him do this, see him do that. He ran a 4.47 40, looked tremendous. Ethan Posick, again, at 6'6", 317, did a tremendous job with his workout. A lot of offensive line coaches were here to work him out. Just a tremendous day. We've been with our team the whole day. Our team with the morning class is here supporting our team with a lot of energy. It started here at 8 o'clock this morning. We watched every drill and did everything. We're very glad to be part of it. Any questions?
Coach, how much fresher did Leonard look out there running drills compared to what you saw in the fall, just him trying to work through injury?
He looked fantastic. You know, when I saw him walk in today at 228 without a shirt on, I didn't know what he was going to weigh. I said, he lost weight, looks great. He was smiling. He looked tremendous in the drills that he did. Chris, he looked like his ankle, to me, looked like 100%, not doctor, but looked great. He cut, he changed direction well, he was happy. A lot of the guys, it was kind of a wow factor when he ran through those legs.
Hey, did y'all ever try to get Cyril Brace to put pads on him?
No, in fact, it's the first time I heard of him, no.
And some of your current players that are going to be eligible for the draft next year,
Yeah.
could have participated, or right? The new,
No.
We
can't do
no,
that.
you can't do that.
No.
All right.
Coach, where will you watch the draft and as you know?
I'm gonna Jamal and those guys asked me and my wife to go to Philadelphia in the green room, so I'm gonna be there, which I'm honored.
I was going to say, yeah, just can you speak a little bit about what that's going to be like then? Because you're going to have a few guys that are probably going to hear the name.
Well, it's a representation of LSU. Obviously, I wasn't there. I give credit to Coach Miles and Frank Wilson, who recruited those guys and the staff before. So those guys did the work. A tremendous guy, a tremendous coach on our staff, and Corey Raymond, you know, with Tre'Davious White, Jamal Adams, Frank, obviously, I think did one of the best jobs in recruiting history at LSU to get Leonard Fournette, along with all the rest of these guys. So you got to give those guys credit.
Jamal was saying he has Hall of Fame aspirations. He wants to be the highest picked safety ever. Do you see that kind of talent in him? Is he that special?
I do.
Yeah.
I do, because not only because of his physical makeup, because his mental makeup, spiritual makeup, and his character, his want to. I think he's an ACB player. He's only going to get better.
Obviously, you guys' primary focus is winning football games here, but how much pride do you also take in, you know, having multiple first-round picks and, you know, the reputation of LSU?
It's all part of it. It's along with winning. I mean, it's part of a great tradition. The teams that I've been on, national champs I've been on, pro day has been high. Draft day has been high on our list. And that's what we want. We want to have a great pro day. The guys that we recruit want to go to the NFL. You know, you hear the story, 1% of college athletes go to the NFL and get drafted. Well, think about this. We have 10 guys out of 18 that get drafted. That's a much higher percentage at LSU, which we're very proud of.
So are you visiting with Coach Payton today?
Yeah.
The Saints. It's always been, people have always wondered, why don't they draft more LSU players over the years?
Yeah.
Do you think that might change, or you talk to
I
them?
don't know. You know, obviously he asked us a question about several players. Sean and I have a great relationship, and hopefully he gets one of our guys. I know he'd love to have him.
Is there one guy in particular that pro scouts ask you the most about, like one name that just keeps on coming up?
No, not really. You know, obviously Jamal stood out today. Leonard stood out. Tre'Davious White, those guys stood out, potential first rounders. You know, those guys just stood out.
How'd you think Ricky looked coming back from injury?
They're great. They're great. Look fantastic. And they've done a great job. That guy is going to be a good NFL football player.
How much does watching this process help your younger players as they get to prepare for it?
It does. It's motivational. And I wanted them all out there to see the exactness and the preciseness and the details. And when you get to the NFL, it's, recruiting is over. They're not going to ask you to do anything. They're going to tell you you're going to do it. Somebody else is going to take your place.
How much does another crop of guys to the NFL help with recruiting? I mean, you just mentioned recruiting, but being able to pitch most of the time that you have the most in the NFL over in the
Always settling. They're going to settle it again this year. And as we're looking at up and coming classes, we need to get a class that was like this class, and just a senior class that just went out. We need to redo that in our recruiting. Hopefully that our class did it last year, and hopefully the class coming up will be able to match this class. This is one of the best classes I've been around.
Yeah, Lewis doesn't project as a high draft pick, and maybe an undrafted free agent. What will get him across the line?
Value. You know, here's the thing about Lewis. He's a hard worker. Lewis, I was talking to one NFL coach about it. Lewis was able to play 4 technique, which is inside the tackle. You got to be big and strong. Then also moved to a 6 technique, which is head up on the tight end and play an option quarterback. So he has value. You don't have to change if you're going from a 3-4 to a 4-3 with Lewis. Now that we don't have Lewis, we may have to change personnel when we go from a 3-4 to a 4-3. So for us, he was huge.
Were you surprised that Lewis was working with the linebackers too today?
Yeah, well, he's going to find him a spot. You know, he may play outside linebacker in the 3-4. He played defensive end in the 4-3, and the strong end that plays on the 6 technique most of the time. So the things that he comes back and he talks about the value of the things that he learned under Pete Jenkins and myself, and now he's able to go out in the NFL and exercise those tools that he learned.
Did you find that Malachi toughened this year as far as going across the middle and being more physical? Or
Say it again.
Malachi Dupree?
Yeah.
Some people say he's a finesse wide receiver. He's not physical enough. I mean, did you see him improve that year? This year?
Yeah, we had no problem. We had no problem with his physicality. I think he grew as he got older.
Coach, if you were to guess, if I counted right, I see 18 guys on your pro day list here.
Right.
If you were to guess looking forward, how many of those guys are on NFL rosters in the fall?
Anywhere from 10 to 12. Probably 10 to 12, maybe 13, 14. Pretty amazing. That beats the 1% rule.
That might help recruiting a little bit, huh?
We'll talk about it all the time. In fact, you can president help me out.
Did you talk to, Coach, did you talk to any of, Malachi mentioned some of the scouts asked him about the lack of production for the receivers.
Yeah.
Did you talk to any of the scouts about that?
Oh, you know, they haven't called me about that and talked to me about that. Obviously, you know, that's been talked about now. All right, thank you guys. Have a great day. Good to see you.